What's good, wavers? This is your boy Eno back at y'all with another video, and this video is about how to get waves for you beginning wavers that don't really know what to do, or for you wavers that want my input or my insight on how I got waves. And basically I'm gonna start by telling you all what, for those that don't know what 360 waves are. All that 360 waves are a laid down curl all around your head. So if you have curls in your hair, you should be able to, or if your hair can curl up at a certain length, you should be able to get waves. Now the thing is, everybody's curling length is a little bit different. For those of y'all with straighter hair, you're probably gonna need more hair to be able to get waves in the first place. And for people like me with coarser hair, you can rock a pretty low cut and still have decent 360 waves. Now, the things that you're gonna need starting out to get 360 waves that I would suggest, of course, you're gonna need a good brush. So that is what's gonna stretch your curls out and lay them down in that 360 fashion. Nothing else is going to beat the brush as far as getting you waves. I'm going to be point blank with you. If you're not brushing, I don't really know what to tell you as far as how you're going to get waves. You're going to need some type of moisturizer to make your hair more agreeable to waving, because if your hair is dry, more likely than not, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to get waves. Now, some people use water and call it a day, but for me and my hair type, I need some type of moisturizer. What I use is Hollywood Beauty Carrot Cream. I don't know if you can see that too well, but that's what I use. I have another video showing all the products that I use for 360 waves. You should go check that out if you need some product ideas. You're gonna need something to hold your hair down, a do-rag or a wave cap like I have on right now. And the reason you're gonna need that is to save your progress, but whenever you go to sleep, you don't mess up all the brushing that you already did. Because if once you sleep, you move around and you're messing up all of this pattern that you worked so hard to create in your hair. When you wake up the next morning, you'll be like, what happened? Like, why are my waves taking like 10 steps back from what they were before? So basically, what you're gonna need to do is to find a daily routine that works for you. Your daily routine needs to at some point include brushing, because I can't emphasize enough how important brushing is to the waving process. And yes, people, waving is a process. If you're not patient, I don't know if getting 360 waves is the thing for you, because they will take time, and they will take effort, and they will take a lot of work. So you gotta put in the time to get the waves. And some people use a whole product like Murray's Sport & Waves. I used to use 360 style. I don't have it with me, but you can get it at Walmart or just about anywhere. And the reason people use pomades to get 360 waves is, what do you want?
Oh, just keep going.
The reason people use pomades is the same reason as the do-rag and the wave cap, is to lay your hair down and to keep it laid down. That's all the pomade does. Now, I personally don't like pomades after my experience with them, because I found that it makes my hair dry and it makes my hair kind of hard and greasy, and that's not really my thing, so I stopped using pomades after a while. But for those of y'all that need the hold, especially when your hair's thicker, you can go check some pomades out, because they might help you a little bit. And the things you're going to need to start off waving, you'll need to cut your hair down for those of you that start out with a lot of hair, because you can't have waves with or you can have waves with a decent amount of hair, but like you can't have waves with like a straight up afro. You have to, at least starting out, get your hair cut low to like 1 with the grain or 1.5 with the grain. And basically what I'd suggest if you're just starting out getting waves is that you brush whenever you have a free hand, because brushing is going to train your hair. Brushing is going to stretch your curls out. It's going to lay it down. Brushing is going to get you waves in the first place and help you better them. So my suggestions as far as the daily routine are to brush your hair at least, I want to say, at least 2 sessions a day. One session a day is gonna, if you're starting out, you really need to be brushing a lot to get your waves in there, because the brushing is gonna make your hair curl up. First off, that's what you want. You want curls so that they'll lay down and you can get the 360 wave effect. Also, one thing you're gonna need to take note of is that you should, at least when you start out, grow your hair out for at least a month to maybe 2 months to make sure that your hair gets up to a length where it can curl. Because for those of you with straighter hair, you're gonna need more hair on your head and to be able to get waves in the first place. So back, brief overview of the things that you're gonna need to get 360 waves. You're going to need a good brush. Now, for those of you starting out, I would suggest getting a medium brush. This right here is a wave enforcer. I don't know what number it is. It's a 554, if I remember correctly. You can find that at Walmart. You need to be brushing. Brush. I can't emphasize enough how important brushing is to the waving process. Find a good moisturizer that works for your hair type. I started out with castor oil. That gave me some splendid results, to be honest. Like my waves definitely came in a lot faster than most people's waves come in, because I daily apply my moisturizer in the morning. I brush it in with the medium brush a little bit. I just brush. And you want to brush your hair the way that your hair lays down, and how you're gonna find that out is studying your hair, basically, because it's not gonna happen overnight. Getting 360 waves. Getting waves is not that difficult. All it's really gonna take is brushing. But 360 waves, you really have to put some time and effort into it, as you have to find out what way your hair grows and how you're gonna brush to get the 360 waves. Now, I also have a video on how I brush my 360 waves. There's plenty of other brushing patterns and ways to brush your hair to get waves. So if my technique does not work for you, don't lose hope, because there are definitely other ways to do it. So basically, all I got to tell you is to be persistent and dedicated, because that's what's really going to show in your results. The more time and effort you put into your waves, the better your waves are going to turn out. And brief overview, once again, to get 360 waves, the things you have to get 360 waves: a brush, some type of do-rag or wave cap, something to hold your hair down, especially when you're sleeping. Because I'm training my hair, still trying to get my waves better, here's my routine. I get up in the morning, I apply my moisturizer in my hair. Of course, I put my moisturizer in my hair the same way that I brush, the same pattern. I put my moisturizer in my hair or whatever, and if my hair is long, I'll brush it in with a hard brush. But at the length that it is right now, it's not that long. I'll just use a medium brush. I brush it in my hair in the same pattern as I do everything else. Then I hit it with a soft brush Same exact thing, brushing the same pattern. That's the number one thing you also need to know about getting 360 waves. You need to be consistent. You need to brush the exact same way, with the exact same pressure to get a stable and like a well-connected 360. Because you can't brush hard on this side, soft on this side, and expect that your waves are gonna look the same on both sides. It doesn't make any sense. So this video is getting a little bit longer than I originally planned it to, so I think I'm about to cut it down. I hope this has been helpful to somebody out there, and if you like the video, click like, subscribe, because I will always be making more videos. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about 360 waves, always hit my inbox. I'm on Facebook. I'm going to drop the link somewhere in this video to my Facebook. You can inbox me on Facebook. You can inbox me on YouTube. Drop a comment to this video. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. Thanks for your time, and I will be back at y'all later. Adios.